Holly Dunaway, former boxing champ. I thought about not doing this video because I didn't want to sound like a broke down horse, but I do get asked about injuries quite a bit. So I turned professional as a boxer, 19 years ago? So I've accumulated quite a bit of injuries over the last 19 years of boxing, and I guess I got into jiu-jitsu and judo maybe 10 years ago, so I've been competing with that as well. So maybe we'll start with the one that I'm working, rotator cuff. I tore that one holding mitts for someone. I wasn't even punching. So I had them throw like a 1-2-3 on the mitts, and they threw a 1-2-3 and then another straight right hand, and I guess I wasn't expecting the straight right hand. So I was bow, 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 that this hand was just kind of there, left over from the two. And when they punched it, it kind of pinned my arm back, tore this rotator. Couldn't lift more than 5 pounds for maybe 6 months. But I did not have surgery, nor have I ever had surgery. So I just rehabbed it on my own. I did my own physical therapy. I did cupping and acupuncture, massages, went to the chiropractor, had it stretched. You know, they stretched the bicep muscle and the rotator cuff tendon. So yeah, got it back together, and now I'm arm wrestling again, beating grown men. So, all right, I guess my most serious injury was my Achilles. I was boxing, and I should have known better, but another female fighter that I was training at the time, she was a pro, we would kind of push each other to our limits, and we were running on a treadmill side by side. That's already like a lot of impact on your joints. So we were on an incline, I mean, as far as these treadmills would go up. And so the Achilles band is already stretched to the limit with all that impact. And then we did that for like 20 minutes, and then we got off, and I had to go jump rope. I think I was in training camp. I needed to lose some weights when I was really trying to sweat like this and do cardio so crazy. But I got up maybe 3 times with the jump rope, and it snapped. Again, no surgery. It wasn't a clean all the way through tear. I just didn't, I walked with crutches for 2 months. I couldn't, you know, after about 2 months, I could turn it to the side and then, you know, walk with 1 foot to the side, jumping around. Yeah. Eventually it healed though. Let's do a different machine, and then I'll tell you guys more about this broken down horse. Let's talk about some neck injuries. Because, you know, getting choked and punched for 2 decades is definitely going to give me some neck injuries. But my worst neck injury was doing stunt work. I was doing some boxing videos. It was me versus a very large, ripped, shredded bodybuilder female, and we scripted alternate endings for it. And one ending that we scripted, she was supposed to throw an uppercut, and the producer was going to edit in later me going through the ceiling and all the sheetrock falling out, which he did, and it looked amazing, but I almost died in this shot. So in rehearsals, I had 2 very large, strong men behind me, and they caught me just fine every single rehearsal. I was on this trampoline, and I would jump 3 times, she would throw an uppercut, and on that 3rd time, I would fly back, and they would catch me. Simple, right? So the last rehearsal, the producer was like, I need you, instead of you landing flat on your back, I need you to land more upside down with your feet in the air, right? So we didn't practice this. He just kind of throws this little cue in the very last take, or the very, you know, right before we were like action and gonna shoot the actual thing. So since I didn't jump as far, or since I jumped more upside down instead of what we rehearsed, I didn't jump as far back. So they didn't catch me. Matter of fact, they didn't even try. Like, they weren't even like this, you know? I was pretty upset. Not because like I laid there 15 minutes thinking or 15 seconds, sorry, felt like 15 minutes, thinking I'm paralyzed, because everyone's like, don't move. And I'm thinking like, can I move? You know, because I landed on the floor, like a hard floor off the trampoline on this bone right here, and that vertebrae, and you know, I hit the trampoline right here, so I had a bruise all the way across my lower back. But everybody's like, don't move, and then I was like, all right, let me wiggle a toe, see if this works. And I did, and I was just in a lot of pain, and I had to fall asleep flat on my back for 6 months. So I mean, I guess it's affected me for years. It still affects me. I'm sure I need some surgeries. I'm not having surgery. I just feel like the body can heal itself. And I was a fitness trainer, and for like a few years when I was teenager to early 20s, and I also worked on physical therapy with people. I wasn't like a licensed physical therapist, but I rehabbed many injuries for people. So I just had confidence that I could heal myself, and I know the power of the mind provides the ability for the body to heal itself. Even if it's an old injury, you can continue to heal yourself. So that was the neck injury. I guess that one's the worst. That it still kind of gives me problems, because I'm still, you know, I'm still sparring on a regular basis, and you know, and then sometimes even with the fake boxing videos that I'm doing, you've got to time it just right, and you've got somebody throwing a punch, and when they get right here, you've got to kind of throw your head back and make it look like you got hit with a shot. So even the fake stuff is giving me whiplash, kind of aggravating it a little bit. So those are, I guess, the main injuries. You know, I've had some nerve damage in my right arm, but I'm almost totally recovered from that. And yeah, this horse is still racing, just not professionally. All right, guys, thanks for listening, and I'll see you tomorrow on hollydunaway.com or on YouTube. Bye.